Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Normally my readings are not date or time specific, but in this case, I'm drawing on the solstice messages. We're closing out the first half of the calendar year, looking forward to the next 6 months. I want to look at what might we need to let go of, what might be coming toward us, what do we need to explore, what lessons might be coming in for us in the next 6 months, and also some hints toward our next highest timeline. So that's the spread I'm going to be using. Do remember it is a general reading, not a private reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. Speaking of private readings, they are available once again. So if you've been wanting one from me, there is a link in the description box below this video that will take you to the booking page. And if you scroll down on the booking page, you can see some testimonials from readings I've done recently in May and June. There's a little video there. You can read all about it. So I want to let you know that's available. Okay, so I am pulling from Gateway of Light Activation to activate this reading. For those of you watching, you can be here as a cross watcher for a Leo. That's fine. Sometimes the messages come through directly for you. Here we go. Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. I love this. So the Akasha, right, we're talking about the Akasha is a compendium of energy. Everything that ever was, is, or will be, all exists and is immediately available. I know, it's a lot. So the Akashic Stargate here is aligning you with the purpose of your soul across lifetimes. And it's talking about when you reach a crossroads to understand that there's no wrong path. I love that thought because a lot of times when I say there's a crossroads moment here, what path will you choose? It sort of gives this feeling of there could be a right or wrong. And I agree with the theme of this card, which is saying whatever path you choose was right in that moment. And you were destined to take it for a specific reason, for a specific purpose, and for a specific lesson. I know. Think about that, because if you think about that, it takes a lot of the pressure off of mistakes we've made in the past when we say, well, you know, there really is no wrong path. We choose paths for a reason in the moment. Our soul is here to reflect back to the divine what life is like. And we're each little snippets of the divine trying to experience itself. So in that way, the divine has to experience all of it. The highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the light, the dark. And I love that this message came through for you, Leo, because it does sort of take the heat off in a way and allow you to consider that if you're reaching a crossroads moment, that there's no wrong path. Choose what feels right in the moment. Obviously, you gotta, you want to think things through and you want to learn from past lessons. And you don't want to repeat painful experiences. So putting all of that together, you're still going to make a choice. It's going to go one way or the other for you. And that is also by design. I love that. All right, so let me pull the spread. I'll give you my impressions, tell you what I see, and then we'll clarify. Here we go. Oh, now that I said that, what comes through? Wow. Oh my goodness. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. So, something to release from the past 6 months. We have the Fool here. And I feel like what needs to be released is, the Fool is about forging a new path, leaping into the unknown. The Fool can also be about risk assessment. And you may have been preoccupied with risks that are involved, and it may be holding you back. On the flip side, for some of you, and we'll know more when I pull the clarifiers, there may be something you took a chance on that didn't pan out. Let it go. There was no wrong path. It was meant to happen. So the next 6 months, there's some exciting communication coming in, maybe a back and forth, exchange of energy. Something to look forward to is there may be a truth being revealed, or at least some insight coming in, a divine gift from spirit of an epiphany, an aha moment, a moment of truth, an expression of truth from this communication that comes in that might explain everything or help you see things very clearly. Something for you to explore. Page of Cups. This communication may bring with it a message from the heart, something sincere, maybe even an apology. So it may also be calling to your softer side, Leo, especially if you're here as the Leo. It may be saying, where does your tenderness live? What message can you offer from your heart to someone in terms of communication? So it could be you, it could be someone else, because the important lesson you're learning in the next 6 months has to do with, unburden yourself, my friend. Let it go. There's something you're holding on to here. You've completed this burdensome lesson. It's time to offload the negative karma. Unburden yourself. Take a load off. And then your next highest timeline, Queen of Pentacles. Now this is an archetype, feminine archetype of a life partner. It's also a card of self-care. So looking out for yourself, getting your feet firmly planted in the ground. It is earth energy. Paying attention to the details in your own life. That might be something that's really important and serves your highest good. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers for you here. Let's see the Fool. I love that the Knight of Wands just leaps out. And the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. More Leo energy there. Yeah, I feel like you've been sitting with a lot of risk assessment about the love of your life, whether or not you should take the leap. And I feel like what needs to be released is the hesitation, because all cards have upright and reversed energy. And sometimes when the Fool is in reversed energy, it's too much risk assessment. It's too much holding back. It's nothing ventured, nothing gained kind of energy coming through. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, this desire, this passion, the Ace of Cups, the love of a lifetime, and yet I'm feeling like somebody's pulling back on the reins here. So I feel like there's something here that has not been, it's been a deep desire that has not been acted upon. Fool in reverse. Too much attention to the risk. Not enough attention to the desire. So we're going to see, because I'm moving into the Eight of Wands. This is the next 6 months. There might be some communication. About the hesitation. Wow. Yeah, so there is in unconscious awareness, for those of you who are new, welcome. When I pull from the bottom of the deck, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at unconscious awareness, or something playing out behind the scenes. Like what's rising up that you're unaware of, but, should probably consider. There's a lot of desire here for momentum to sort of take that energy and run with it, and yet there's stuck energy. So I feel the communication will be very liberating, will help you leave something behind that doesn't serve you anymore, and allow you to pick up this excitement, this passion. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. There's a lot of passion building up here, including in the communication, but I feel as if there's some kind of self-doubt, this and it's been coming out in a lot of the readings. Now, you're only the 5th reading for this series, but it's come out in almost every reading that there's this sort of sucked in, retracted energy where we're all up in our heads and we're trying to process stuff. And we don't want to make a mistake, and we second guess ourselves, and we're full of limiting beliefs, and we're trying to work it all out in our head. And for you, whoever you are watching this, there's all this passion available to you. And so what you need to release is the hold you have on yourself from limiting beliefs, from self-doubt, from second guessing. It's a self-imposed prison of your own making. Let it go. So the Death card to me feels like it's part of your growth experience. It represents change. It represents liberating you to some degree from that 8 of Swords. But in order to do that, something has to change so that you can grow and so you can transform. And it may be coming by way of some communication that is very worthy of your attention. It will get your attention. And once it gets your attention, I feel it reveals something to you. So the Ace of Swords is something to look forward to. This is the whole 6 months. The energy signature is stop and go, stop and go. The way I did that would be go and stop. Someone in the comments from yesterday's reading said I was quirky. Yeah. True. Oh, so the message that's coming in, here's what you have to look forward to, is whatever this communication is, it's freeing you. Oh my God, that's so great. It's bringing an end to this stuck energy. No wonder the Ace of Wands is there, because we have this person, someone's coming in with some expression of regret, a mistake that they're acknowledging in this communication, and it's sort of, it makes everything clear to you, but it's also something that liberates you. I feel like it sort of opens up the energy of fate and karma to move in your favor. The Page of Wands, it feels like good news that comes in. You perceive it and receive it as good news, because it's somebody telling you their regret, that they didn't take some form of action, that something happened. And I think it kind of sets you free. It brings an end to this 8 of Swords. I like it. I like that we have the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Wands all at the bottom of the deck. Lots of passion, inspiration, good news, uplifted energy. Now let's look at something to explore, which is this Page of Cups. So I feel like an apology is coming in. You may have some questions about it and you may feel guarded. Okay, so you're exploring this person's apology. Whoever this is, they're coming in, and I feel it's the King of Wands. Whoever it is, they come in with their regrets. And it changes everything for you in a good way. And if you receive it well, then you may have questions, and the dialogue would be very practical, very straightforward, very matter of fact, like, well, let's talk this out. Now, the Four of Pentacles seems like there might be a little guardedness, so you want to be on the watch for that. Too much guardedness can sort of put a blockade in front of everything, and in front of all the energy. So you do want to be careful. But it feels like it's more about boundaries, being aware of your boundaries. The Two of Pentacles underneath suggests that you'll be exploring it, and you're kind of going to be like, I'm not really sure how this all shakes out for me. That's okay. Two of Pentacles underneath is still the energy keeps moving as you're processing what's being shared with you, as you're exploring the explanations that are coming in, Ace of Swords, with a practical mind, Queen of Swords. You got your boundaries in place. That feels really good. And maybe you're just going to have to assess the realities on the ground. How does this feel to me? Does this like pass the sniff test? And then this important lesson you will learn is the Ten of Wands. Yes, I love this for you, Leo. Oh my gosh. Or whoever you are watching. Yes, unburdening yourself, getting beyond this heavy negative, like offloading the negative karma, moving to calmer waters, getting some peace of mind. The Hanged Man allows you to look at the situation kind of from like a safe vantage point, almost like the 30,000 foot view, so that you can assess what's true, what's fact from fiction, what's really going on here. And you do so with an emphasis on, some enlightenment. I just kind of want to understand this from a higher perspective. Instead of being down in the muck, right? It's a higher perspective. It feels really lovely. And I think there's something you're going to learn. Yep. The Page of Pentacles underneath. It's like, well, this is new. This is new information. This is new territory. I'm open to it. I'm safe. I've got my boundaries in place. I'm asking questions. Queen of Swords. I got my boundaries in place. Four of Pentacles. I'm open to this apology. Five of Cups. Page of Cups. I'm learning something new here. Ace of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And it all feels like it comes in a really positive way. Feels like it lights both of you up. So let's see your next highest timeline. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Justice. Yeah. If you can work through these difficulties, if you can release your need for certainty, and you can take a risk here, because I feel like that's part of the problem is we have the Fool in reverse. If you can do that, and if you can work through your uncertainties and moments of insecurity and self-doubt and questioning, and if you can just be open, I feel like there's potential for life partnership here. And balance and the harmony to return and the level playing field to return. So in your next highest timeline, yeah, do you still have things to focus on and work through? Sure. But I'm seeing the path to a new future. Something really beautiful and balanced and harmonious. The beginning of something more to come. I know, it's really good. So before I give you the astrology, there's a link in the description box below. I'm going to look at you and your person together, where I just kind of want to see how you show up in connection together. And we'll explore that, your messages to and from each other. We'll get a message from Spirit. We'll get the hidden energies. We'll get something to show us where things, how they may unfold. So like an outcome position card, as well as some additional oracles. So the link to that is below. Here's who shows up. We have the Fool. The Fool is the planet Uranus, and that rules Aquarius. We've got the Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. King of Wands is Leo. Death card is Scorpio. The Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius, Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. The Page of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Swords is Libra. Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Capricorn in the Queen of Pentacles, and Libra in the Justice card. So that is what I have for you today, Leo. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.